Yeah. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Good afternoon. Yes, it is 12 on the dot, and I am so excited. I am so glad to be back on Transformation Thursday. It's been quite a while. We've had our special initiatives manager, Aaron Davenport, doing a great job leading this for us for the last several weeks and months. And now we're back in the saddle and we're excited to bring up a good friend, a good brother that I've known uh, inside of Northeast Delta and outside of Northeast Delta. The man wears many hats, but he does a phenomenal job of staying balanced. And I'm so excited about it. Before we get started, again, I'm Duran Talley, Public Information Director here at Northeast Delta Human Services Authority, where we aim to provide mental health, behavioral health, developmental disabilities, and prevention and wellness services to people across all 12 parishes within Northeast Louisiana. Our vision is to build a unified region where individuals are thriving and reaching their full human potential. Our mission is to serve as a catalyst for individuals with mental health, developmental disabilities, and addictive disorders to help realize their full human potential. Our executive director is none other than the Dr. Montez A. Sizer. Today is Thursday, June 8th, and we are continued to be excited about what we are doing to heal and help revive and catalyze the lives of this 12 parish region that we serve. We've begun to do it about 18 months ago in a non traditional way called Art is Medicine. And you have seen us talk about, and we've shared with you and showed you our mobile mural that we partnered with the ULM Art Club back in January of 2022. You have seen us do psychodramas for a number of years. You've seen us even incorporate music. You've seen us do a lot of different things. You've seen us do wall art and murals. But here, even more recently, we rolled out and revealed a art exhibition. And we did that as a way for persons, anybody, to be able to walk into an environment, walk into a museum, walk into a gallery, and realize their best version of themselves still exists and that they can obtain it. That's what art is medicine is. That's what we mean when we say art is therapy. We want you, when you walk into these art rooms, when you walk into exhibitions, when you walk into museums and galleries, to just realize your full human potential. Art is medicine. Not only that, through our art initiative, we've also been able to stimulate economic development. How do we do that? We offered contracted opportunities for artists here in Northeast Louisiana to be able to get paid for their work. We know there are so many artists who create and create and create, and they never get compensated. And so when we reached out for this art exhibition initiative, we tied in with Northeast Louisiana Arts Council. We tied in with the Downtown Arts Alliance to make sure we had the processes in place, that we had the policies in place, that we had what we needed to truly lift up the art community, and then through them reach the vulnerable populations that we serve. That now turns into what we're getting ready to share with you today through my good friend, my brother. He again wears many hats, but today he's wearing the hat of executive director of the Northeast Louisiana Delta African American and Heritage Museum. We're going to welcome Executive Director Mr. Ross Slacks.
Hi, Brother Tally. It's good to be here today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is so excited. It's such a blessing for you to be on here with us. First off, Mr. Ross, tell us about the work that you do as the director of the Northeast Louisiana Delta African American and Heritage Museum.
Okay, the work that I do is quite easy for me. Is what I call a God-given gift. Or like I say, I'm part of what the Blues Brothers say. I'm on a mission from God. And what we do here is we try to enhance the aims and promote and provide educational programs to enhance cultural awareness of the African American heritage in this area. Has a particular focus on art and promoting local artists in this area. We cover a 15 parish area And we know if you look at it collectively, regions in the nation. So what we try to do, we try to make people realize that they can be what they want to be, not just athletes and entertainers, which we're being stereotyped as, but in the art community, there are certain things that we can accomplish as African Americans. We have to realize that art is just not drawing in pictures, but it's also all of the other things that we incorporate in our lives, such as cooking, even the clothing that we wear. All of these things contribute to the art community.
Mr. Ross, you just said a whole lot, and I know we kind of talked before this session about what we talk about, but man, when you hit the nail on the head, especially in the vulnerable populations that we serve, there are so many stereotypes as to this is what you're gonna be, this is all you will ever amount to. But you just opened up where you talked about how art, if we really look at art through culinary, through fashion, through all these various industries and things that we participate in every single day, that makes almost everybody an artist.
Right. I mean, God gave us the first thing, if you ever notice, it says God created. So the first thing he did, he has creativity. And that's in each and every one of us. And we got to go all the way back to our ancestors to understand that these are art styles that came with our ancestors and our heritage. It's inbred in us, and so to speak. Even the clothes we wear, the colorful clothes we wear, that's no accident. It comes from our ancestors. The way we cook comes from our ancestors. And these are art forms that need to be preserved. You know, we have quilters, we have art that tells stories. All of our artwork tells stories. Whatever we do, it tells a story. And we have to be aware that we can monetize these things in today's society and also let our children know that they can be more than what we see on TV or on social media.
Beautiful, beautiful. Mr. Ross, man, for the last, really, you guys have been here this initiative for Northeast Delta. You all were the first ones that allowed us to take our mobile mural on tour or for exhibit, and that was back in February 2022. Since then, since February of 2022, you all allowed us to host that there. We had a reveal. We did a whole press conference then. Then we came back a year later. We partnered again. We brought in Dr. Yo-Yo, and we brought in more than 1,000 students into the museum for them to experience some more work that you had. Tell us how important this relationship is, and why did the museum or you all really find it valuable for us to be able to come together and you all be interested in hosting some of our initiatives?
Well, after looking at you all through social media and other avenues, and then after meeting with Dr. Sizer and several, and you in particular, and other people, I realized the great work that you are doing in the community, and it was imperative that we partner with you all to do these kind of things because it gives us another forum in which to put our outreach and tell people our story, and it brings you all to tell your story. So it kind of works in conjunction. Now, what we did in February was an excellent deal for all of the kids because you helped us to bring in, you sponsored us to bring in over 1,000 kids here. And they were elementary school from kindergarten into the third grade. And we brought in Dr. Yo-Yo, who she talked about the dangers of opioids. We had the Black Inventors Museum, who came in with over 100 inventions by Black people that a lot of them we don't know about because the patents were really taken away and we had to restore those things. We had Carolyn Williams, who showed yard implements, all of these things, and thanks to you all, we were able to show the kids and show them the lifestyle of the African Americans in the early years up until today.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
No,
really
it's
what you all.
Yeah, no, certainly. No, certainly. We together, the work we've been able to do and the lives we've been able to impact has just been phenomenal. And it's not stopping. We talked about February 2022. We talked about February 2023. Here we are in June 2023, Juneteenth month. Juneteenth is coming up next weekend. Tell us about the Juneteenth Walk-a-Thon that, again, Northeast Delta is coming in as the title sponsor for.
All right, this is the Juneteenth Health and Healing Walkathon. It's in memory of Nancy Johnson. Nancy Johnson was the founder. It was her brainchild to have a Northeast Louisiana Delta African American Heritage Museum. We started out in a shotgun house, and now we're in a 14,000 square foot facility, thanks to the prayers and efforts of the people in Monroe, Louisiana. The Walk-a-Thon will be held from June 17th. It's at 7:30 a.m. Make sure you got your walking shoes on because it's a 2.1 mile trip around South Park. We'll have it marked out for you. We want everybody to be here early. There will be refreshments out there available. There will be people on standby to help you whatever you need. We'll also go into that day and we're going to go right into a family fun day, which will also be right after that. So you'll be able to spend a whole day with your kids. I'm looking forward to it. There'll be lots of information about both agencies, and that we're hoping to get a lot of volunteers to come in and out and help us in our endeavors. We're asking anybody who would like to be vendors or to please call us at the museum here at 318-342-8889. We have vendors coming as far away as Alexandria already, so it's going to be a great time for all.
Wow. Wow. That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. And health is so important. Health and wellness. Northeast Delta, we have our prevention and wellness department, and we have our own Get
Right.
Fit HSA initiatives that we do. And so this ties right in along not just with our art initiatives, but our prevention and wellness and health and fitness initiatives as well. And so we're super excited to be a part of this. And then finally, we're not going to stop here in June 2023 because we're coming right back next month, July 2023, to bring an art exhibition that we commissioned, again, in partnership with the Northeast Louisiana Arts Council, the Downtown Arts Alliance. They helped us with the paperwork, the processes, the procedures to procure these talented artists in our area. And now, again, your museum is going to be the first champion that allow us to bring and show off this talent. Let's talk about this and why that was important for you guys.
Right, I'm real excited about that because when it was first brought up, and then I was at the artist therapy program, and I talked to Dr. Sires, and while we were talking, there were several artists came up and wanted to be a part of an unknown artist. So I'm so excited that we get to show off not only the art that you all have also housed, but also new artists, unknown artists that you don't know about that has a story to tell. One of them has a tremendous story to tell because he lived in New Orleans and he worked another job and went bad for him. He came back to Monroe, and now his paintings about what he felt about when he was living in the New Orleans area. It's a very powerful pieces. We have children who are going to be here also, whose art you've never seen. They're phenomenal artists. So I think that this is something that you all have come up with to help us to provide unknown artists an avenue to show their works and also to monetize.
Yeah, certainly, certainly. It's been a huge uh opportunity for Northeast Delta to really tap into our mission through this work because the first part of our mission statement says we want to be a catalyst for individuals. And that means we're here and willing to start whatever and propel and to kick off whatever idea, whatever service or resource that they may need access to, whatever opportunity
Right.
that they may want to seek. We're here to be that kicking point, that starting point that we're going to propel and help lift up. And so through you all, through this work, this initiatives, whether it's the Walk-a-Thon, whether it's with Dr. Yo-Yo, whether it's with our mobile mural or this art exhibition here, you all are helping us fulfill our mission. And that's just to be that catalyst, to be that starting point where people can come and then end up feeling better about themselves. And so, Mr. Ross, man, we appreciate the work that you all are doing. We know we're not going to stop in July. We're going to continue doing more and more great works together through our two entities and more.
Well, what I would like to just tell everyone is that if you need a way to start out or you have no way to go, you all are the perfect place. Northeast Delta Human Service Authority is the place to go, especially if you're an artist or you're looking for some kind of guidance or, like you say, a catalyst to get started. That is the place to go. And then when you go there, come to us and we can help facilitate those things. But I think that what you're doing and what the agency is doing is a great thing for this community. And if they don't understand, when you said Northeast, both our names begin with Northeast, that's because we're concerned with this area here. And so
That's
it
right.
behooves us to do what God do, and that's what we're all trying to do here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And one last thing, Brother Ross, how can we follow the museum or keep up with your latest updates?
Okay, you can find us on Facebook and Twitter and all those, which I'm not too familiar with at my age. But you can also find us at AfricanMuseumMonroe.com, or you can also call us at 342-8889, area code 318. Or you can also reach out to me at rawslacks@gmail.com or rawslacks@africanmuseums.com.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And of course, you all already know how to find us. Follow the Phoenix. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on LinkedIn and YouTube. And of course, our website is nedeltahsa.org. If you or someone you know are suffering with mental health, addiction disorders, developmental disabilities, or are interested in prevention and wellness services, please feel free to give us a call today. Thank you all for your time on this beautiful and warm Thursday afternoon. Go enjoy the rest of your lunch. And as always, grace and peace to you.